I've dropped something. Hello everyone, I'm finally back for a live stream. It's been ages. I think the last time it was rescheduled. I was asked to perform in our school's first alumni event. So yeah, you guys know I go to music school, so performing for alumni was like to all music professionals pretty much. So that was a bit nerve-wracking, but yeah. So yeah, it's great to be back though for another live stream.
Yeah. Oh, I sound really low. I want to turn myself all the way up.
No, really loud.
I am loud now. It's because we've got so many things plugged in that something's going to catch fire. But anyway, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm great.
It's been a whole month as well. So, and you're now making noises. Everyone on there, glad to be back. Let me know if all the levels are right. I actually sound weird. I'm listening to myself in the head, and it sounds like I'm a bit low, but I'll probably just speak louder.
Yeah, so I am now back at school, so it's actually been the first time since I was my last live stream. I've actually been back at school for 3 weeks now.
Yeah, because it's been a month since your last live stream.
Yeah, so I don't know. I also got my grade 3 exam result, which I got a merit, which was annoying. Well, it was quite annoying, but I know I did well. It was just that it was 2 marks off a distinction. You know, that's like the kind of thing that was annoying. If I like got one more question right, it could have been a distinction. But I'm still happy. I'm happy I passed, and I passed on a merit as well and got a good score. But you know, that stuff to improve on. I'll be doing grade 8 next year, hopefully. We'll see how that goes.
Does that mean you're rubbish?
Hope not.
Well, you kind of need to get a distinction on the last one, right?
Wow.
Well, grade 8 is the last. Well, it's not the last one.
But it's the last one of the traditional grades.
Of the grades. So you need to focus and work hard.
Yes.
As no doubt everyone says. But yeah, I'm just looking through the comments to see if there's anything telling me that less reverb on the piano mic. Yeah, it's probably picking up on one of the other mics. The one in front of you. Or it actually be picking up on me because I haven't actually got it sorted out yet. So apologies. I'll get it sorted. But yeah, because last week the laptop went crazy and just started crashing about 3 hours before live stream and found out it was the antivirus in the end. So whoever makes Bitdefender, you're rubbish. But anyway.
Well, yeah. I don't know if I can also talk about what happened yesterday. I went to watch out Arsenal play, but this time it was Arsenal women. And we played our rivals Tottenham and beat them 4-0. So yeah, the Tottenham women were quite rubbish though. So we probably could have won by like 6, 7 or 8.
I could ask you what do you think of Tottenham, but you're not allowed to answer that lie.
I think we all know what we think of Tottenham. But yeah. The next week it's going to be the men's team against Tottenham, which is probably going to be a lot harder than the one against the
Yes,
woman,
but
I must be sure.
we are top of the league.
We are top of the league
Yes.
for the men's and the women's.
Yes.
So that's
Which is
pretty
the
cool.
important thing to do.
Yes.
LVP record says, I dare you play Glory, Glory Man United. As we said, we'll do that when you get relegated. Which will happen at some point
At some point.
with the way you guys have been playing recently.
I mean, they've been playing better since the last live stream.
Yeah, but that's can't. They lost 3 in a row, didn't they? Kind of like we lost 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, so exactly.
I think.
It can't have been that hard.
Yeah. And also yesterday, actually. Yesterday was a very eventful day. I was at St. Pancras as well, and I also played there. I also met a few others. I met Patchman again. I met Melissa again. I met another pianist called NK. Not again, but I met NK. And also another big social media guy called Sam Pepper. So I think he's a TikToker with like 4 million followers, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it was a bit random, but we had loads of fun. We just did a lot of stuff. And yeah, we jumped on the piano, made a lot of music, and it was great. So yeah. Yeah,
that's cool. Right, so Rob Schaffner, the second, a patron. Hi, patrons. I'll come to you guys later. Says, I have a very bass voice and mic is too low. Yeah, I think it's something to do with the mic and the thing it's been set up with. I might fix that when we start unplugging mics later. But why don't we jump in with
Emma,
the person who's flossing behind me.
What? Not.
Or messing around with
I mean,
Lala.
I have eyes, so I can
don't
see
like
you.
to go to bed.
Messing
by
around with
flossing.
Lala.
I'm not flossing.
Unbelievable. But anyways, I'm going to move because you don't want to see more of me.
No. No.
Why?
I don't know.
You can speak in that mic. Hopefully it doesn't have too much reverb.
We're going to start with something different. Normally it's all Cole, but this time it's...
Hi.
You're behind my logo on the top left.
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah, you kind of...
Anyway, Emma is going to jump in for 5 minutes or 3 minutes and do stuff, and then Cole's going to come back.
Yes.
So tell
Hopefully.
everyone what's been happening apart from you smashing that guitar. You need to talk into that mic.
I was attempting a guitar exam for grade 7. I'm very shaky. And this, I'm going to play one of my pieces. It's a Spanish piece called Bolero.
So Emma's about to take her grade 7 classical guitar. I think you're almost ready. Are you?
Am I?
I think you're almost ready.
Okay.
Are you?
Really?
Okay, you're almost about to drop stuff on the floor. Do you need Cole to help you?
No.
Okay. You had rehearsed all this before, and you didn't look like you were going to drop everything.
No, but that's because I knocked Emma's footstool.
Cole sabotaged you. Right, anyway. Are you ready?
Yes.
Go for it. Oh, no, explain it first. This is...
I already said
Oh, you did. I wasn't listening. Sorry. Okay, do what you need to do. Emma, wait. Something's gone horribly wrong. Have you unplugged it by accident?
It's the battery again.
It isn't. Play again. Cole, could you just quickly jump in and just quickly test that mic?
Which mic?
I mean the guitar.
Here you go.
Wait, me?
Yes,
Yes,
as
get
in
back into the spotlight.
play it slightly louder.
Oh, am I too quiet?
Oh, so what? You just need... Like that? Is that good enough?
Okay, that's good enough. Give it back to Emma so that you kind of reset it.
Great success. Okay, anyway.
Right, let's see if you can get it to work this time, Emma. Are you ready?
Hopefully.
Yeah, go for it. Was that stage fright?
Yes.
Well done. And also, no idea what you did with the guitar at the beginning. It just didn't seem to pick up at the beginning.
Did you change your halfway through? I was almost laughing about if you're gonna press the green one again.
Yes, because I had to kind of poke loads of settings at the same time. So.
No, like the green, the big green thing.
The big
Where-
green.
remember
Oh, you
last
mean the
time
big
I
green
was
one when I go
laughing?
this?
It changed. But last time it was laugh.
Yes. That I did not press any of the sound effects buttons, but no, you have done very well, especially with the weird guitar doing weird things at the beginning. But
Okay, now I'm gonna
well
run
done.
away.
And now
We're going to
Emma
run away.
will run
Hold
away.
on the spotlight.
Yes, welcome back, Carl. So well
Hello.
done, Emma.
Yes,
It
well
is quite scary playing in front of people, especially when you weren't expecting it and it stops working halfway through. Right, why don't we do this instead? I was about to say, why don't you do the mic one? Because then that way I can adjust the mic and that way I'll be less bassy, but I'll adjust stuff at the same time.
Yeah. So instead, what should we do?
Obviously, last week we had some sad news, right?
Oh, yeah. The really big and sad news is that our queen passed away this week. And yeah, I guess it's weird because it was both kind of unexpected in a way, and then like also really quick with the state funeral. And now we have a king instead of a queen. So yeah,
King Charles.
King Charles III, and Elizabeth had been queen for 70 years, which is amazing. You think about it. Like, I think that's the longest reigning British monarch ever. I don't know if it's the longest reigning monarch ever, like anywhere.
It probably isn't the longest one, but 70 years as a monarch is a long time. I mean, it's longer than I've been alive, so
Yeah.
clearly longer than you've been alive, right? But
Yeah.
why don't you play the national anthem
Okay.
as a commemoration?
There we are.
Fair enough. The dogs just went nuts behind me. I don't know why. Could have been a fox.
Could have been.
Yeah. Right, okay, so scratching right next to the mic. Good job. Right,
you.
what do you want to do? Do you want to do your first of your own planned bits as a piano, or do you want to do the masquerade thing?
Let's do the masquerade thing.
Okay, the masquerade thing. Cause
Yeah,
then
the
that
masquerade thing.
way, yeah.
So yeah, so you might see next to me I have a mic. So on jazz, I'm not just doing piano, but I'm also doing jazz vocals. The next one I will be playing is singing, and it's called not the masquerade thing, but This Masquerade, which is another jazz standard by Leon Russell. So I hope you guys enjoy that one.
Okay, so this one has your vocal mic, and then I can start re-plugging stuff in so I don't sound like I'm sitting in the bath.
Yeah.
Are we really happy here in this lonely game we play? Looking for words to say, searching but not finding understanding anyway. Well, lost in this masquerade. Not afraid to say we're just too far away from being close together from the start. We try to talk it over, but the words got in the way. We're lost inside this lonely game we play. Drive me. No matter how hard I try to understand the reasons that we carry on this way, we're lost in this masquerade. Da 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 da. Not afraid to say we're just too far away, being close together from the start. We try to talk it over, but the words got in the way. We're lost inside the snow. Thoughts of leaving disappear every time I see your eyes. No matter how hard I try to understand the reasons that we carry on this way, we're lost in this masquerade. Da 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 da
So yeah, that was This Masquerade. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Ooh.
Now, well done. Now we can unplug all the mics and maybe I can balance it all again, because I still haven't worked out how to use that equipment over there. And by equipment, I'm pointing at this stupid loads of things with loads of knobs on it. So as Bob says, sometimes it's got a little bit too much reverb, sometimes too little, and then sometimes it's completely unbalanced. So it's hard enough trying to get 2 mics together as opposed to 5 mics.
Yeah.
But no, very good. And you're still working on your voice. And you're still working on your voice anyway, right? So it's a lot of...
I don't know, I just saw you looked away.
No, because I can hear music on my right side of my head.
Oh, I can hear the TV on.
Oh, okay.
It's quite loud.
I'm going to say, I can hear the music on the side. I don't know what's going on. I think the TV's just gone on in the kitchen for no random reason.
There's no one in the kitchen.
I don't think there's anyone in the kitchen. Right, play some music whilst I go to the kitchen and turn it off.
Okay. What should I don't know.
Play Beat It. Someone's requested Beat It.
move this.
Yeah, move everything out of the way. Yes, the TV just randomly turned on. I don't know. They're probably haunted. What I'm going to do, whilst I send you off playing something, I'm going to re-plug it myself into the bit that I normally am, so I won't sound quite so weird, I think. Right. Okay, so why don't you go with whatever you're about to do, and then we'll go play a lot more requests.
Yeah, okay, here we go. So this jazz piece is one I played for the alumni. It's another jazz standard, but it's called My Funny Valentine. So yeah, there's a few versions. I think Frank Sinatra has one, but this is based on the one from the movie The Fabulous Baker Boys and was sung by Michelle Pfeiffer. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So there we are, my funny Valentine. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Test. I'm still too low. That was really nice. I've just turned myself up.
Thank you.
I think that was really nice. In fact, I think that was probably the best you've played that I've ever heard you play. Stop messing around the mic.
It's really annoying because, sorry, there's a bit that is really itchy at the back, and I don't know why. It does the same thing on the other mic, but there's a bit where it just seems to be really sharp, and it's like scratching on my skin.
Oh, right, okay. Maybe I need to kind of
File
it down a bit.
Yeah, no, it's just really annoying, and it keeps scratching. That's why I always used to turn it around like that.
You can turn around like that if you want.
That's just, I don't know, but maybe if I put it right at the bottom.
You can. Is that better?
I think because there's a bit that blocks the bit, so
Okay.
I think it'll be fine for now.
Yeah, no, it's fine for now. Anyway, well done. I'm going to actually get you to record that properly at some point so I can listen to it in the car. Because I really like it. Which is not surprising because I like most of the stuff you play anyway. Which is good. Right. I want to say hi to all the patrons. Apologies. Normally I say hi at the beginning, but I was madly panicking with all the cables. But why don't you say hi to some of your new ones first?
Yes,
before
so my new patrons over the past month are Barry, Scott Early, and Nick Lee. So yes, thank you all for joining my Patreon, and all the other patrons. The other patrons. That sounds really dismissive. But thank you to all my patrons for supporting me. I know Patreon has been weird this month as the app seems to just not want to upload any of my photos. I'm not really sure why, but it seems broken and they really need to fix it.
Because the app and Patreon are rubbish. Basically. If there was anything even remotely half decent out there, I think they would be out of business. But but then you send me the photos and I can't upload them for you anyway. So on the computer, because obviously on my phone the app doesn't work either. But yeah, apologies for patrons for the lack of posts. It's because Patreon has been rubbish really. But obviously everyone here, the regulars, all's on here. Actually, I normally name check everyone, but Rob, Bob, both Jordan, Gavin, Eric, Ziza. I'm not sure I've seen Ari, but I'm sure Ari, hopefully he's here. Mike Palmer and Mangamonta and so on. Everyone, hi.
Yeah, and everyone else, obviously, thanks for being here on the live stream and making it loads of fun and interactive. And as I always say, I find loads of music ideas in here. So.
Yes. Speaking of which, why don't we pick one? Because people would want to hear you play by ear. And
Okay.
I'll pick the first one because I thought someone told you to play Sucker. Being rude. But you're messing in a mic again.
I know, I keep doing it. It's just really annoying.
You know, everyone is hearing...
Yeah.
Actually, they're now hearing me doing that as well, which is probably just as irritating. Right, plug in your ears.
I will.
So someone said play Sucker by Jonas Brothers, Toxic Dog, and I thought they also telling you to play Sucker.
Well, it sounds like someone back in the ends,
Yes.
a rapper or something. Well, not really a rapper, but you know. Anyways, Sucker
Or-
by Jonas Brothers.
Play Sucker would have been from Mr. T from the A-Teams. For those of a certain age will know what I'm talking about. But you won't, because you're not of that age. Right, so for those that don't know, Cole is got earphones in so he can listen to it. We can't play it out loud on YouTube, otherwise YouTube will have a fit. Yes, absolutely. My ear piano was earlier, whilst Cole was playing My Funny Valentine. Cole, I don't think Cole has actually watched The Fabulous Baker Boys yet.
No, I haven't.
No, it's a brilliant movie with Michelle Pfeiffer in it, which makes it even more brilliant. But again, those of a certain age will understand. Speaking of Michelle Pfeiffer, Gangster's Paradise is another brilliant movie with a great song in there too. See, some people know what it is. 18, Mr. T, Face, and I can't remember who the leader was. Oh God, it's going to do my head in now. Anyway, so Cole's listened to I'm guessing Sucker by Jonas Brothers. Jonas Boys? Jonas Brothers? Which one is it? Brothers.
Okay.
Right, so hopefully someone will recognise this.
Wait. Oh yeah, sorry. Fine.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Didn't play the first time.
Did you miss a note?
I think I just forgot. Didn't actually hit the note.
Yeah.
And then I hit it. It's not like a why. It isn't.
Well, you got it. Hannibal, that's it. Thank you. You have no idea what I'm talking about. I was lost in thinking members of the A-Team. Face was my favourite, actually. Although Murdoch was fun too. Right, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay. Everyone else on the chat does. Right, okay. In fact, I'm going to bring 80s TV shows or 90s TV shows like Knight Rider and start mentioning random things like that. Again, you won't know. Okay, so Ed Fenton says, can you play Nouvelle Bianche? You've never done, I think I've mentioned it as well, you've never learned any Analdi songs properly, right?
Not properly.
It's a bit weird because he seems to be quite a popular YouTube one. But anyway, how much of it do you know?
Enough.
Okay, go for it. Very nice. That's his most popular one, right?
I believe so.
I think you did one by ear recently. Experience?
I think.
Do you remember?
Rings a bell.
Do you remember it?
No.
Do you want to quickly listen to it as someone? G-Flow Real. I'm assuming it's real. It could be Real. Real. Just said, please play Experience by Ludovico Einaudi.
Experience. Ludovico.
I'm pretty sure you did one of those by ear.
No, I do not need the remix. I need the actual thing. Why is it all Starkey remix? I'm sure Starkey was a pretty cool person, but I'm not looking for that now. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, I know.
Okay. Go. Cool. I think the piano balance is slightly off. You can't quite tell it. One of the high notes was really high for some reason on my ear, or maybe my head cold is kind of getting worse. and it's kind of letting in little bits of notes at certain pitches. Cool. Right, let's do one that you don't need to listen to.
Okay.
Client 30 says, can you play any song off Chopin, but not song, any piece.
Could try and play that Nocturne one that everyone seems to play. Not the fantasy impromptu, because I'm not.
You haven't learned that one.
And I haven't learnt it. But it's like this one, though.
Oh, that one.
Something like that. But, that's I don't know,
A bit
rough
of it.
sketch of Chopin.
You haven't
Sounds
really learnt any Chopin
Sounds
anyway,
like
have you?
maths graphs.
Maths grass?
You draw a sketch of X and Y and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, right, very good. Okay, let's pick one that you definitely do know then. Actually, you don't know this one, so I'm going to pick something else. Let It Be or Imagine. I think you did Let It Be last week, didn't you?
Probably.
Yes. Well, not when I say last week. I mean
last
time. Go for
Not really.
Imagine then.
Imagine.
Oh, Harry's here. Hi, Harry.
I feel like I did. Anyway, but I felt like I did Imagine last time as well. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'll do Imagine now. Or I do both.
Okay. Let It Be Imagine.
So I do Imagine then.
Let It Be Imagine.
Oh,
It's a dad joke.
it's not like let X be 3.2
No, you cannot do math jokes.
and drawing the sketch of the.
Yes.
Okay. There we are.
Very nice. You got a few questions. Ben Domino, stop spamming. I can see your request. In fact, Ben Domino said, how did you learn to piano? I assume.
How did I learn to piano?
To play piano. I
Oh,
assume.
how did I learn?
Yes.
Like, how did I start, or how am I doing?
Well,
I mean, the starting, I tell this story all the time where I went to the nursery and played the pianos without knowing how to play the piano.
which meant you had perfect pitch. And
Which
then
meant
you
I
did
had
lessons,
perfect
blah,
pitch,
blah,
which
blah.
my mum got
And then we'll go
music
straight into the question. The other question is, how? Where was it? It just Kiki said, "How you hear the song once and just play it is scarily crazy."
Nah,
It's because you have perfect pitch.
it's not solely because I have perfect pitch, but I don't want to go into too much explanation of it. I should just make a video. Even though there's like a video by Marcus Beltry and a video by loads of others of how I can play by...
And Charlie Puth and Eddie from Two Set Violin has perfect pitch.
They have
Elton
perfect
John
pitch, but
has
it's like-
perfect pitch, and so on.
Yeah, but people can have perfect pitch but not play by ear.
True.
It's just perfect pitch is a great marketing scheme.
For those that have it.
No, just for my play by ear. Oh, you got perfect pitch, so you can play anything.
Yeah.
You know?
So Merlin
like-
X, who used to follow, well, still does follow you from your Score Rock days, asks how many songs, tunes, pieces can you actually remember? Do you have an idea of roughly how many?
Too much.
I'm guessing more than 10.
More than 10.
More than 100?
I'll say more than 100.
500?
Not 500. I don't think I've learned 500. I don't
You've
think
probably not heard 500 yet.
I probably have. But maybe not. I don't know. If I were to list all the songs I remembered, I'd probably forgotten half of the songs as well.
You've forgotten half the songs that you know.
And probably
that you know.
also don't know songs that I've heard. So all sorts.
Yeah, stuff that you may have heard but didn't realise that you've heard and so on. But anyway, right, okay, fair enough. Right, I'm going to jump into another one, which I think you've heard of, or I think you've heard of, or I've heard of. From Spirited Away, One Summer's Day.
I think I have heard of this one, but I'm going to listen to it again.
Yeah, because I think it sounds like something else you've played before. But every time I
I
say
feel
that,
like I've just played it by ear before.
every time I say that, I keep being told it's not that. I think it was the
One Summer's Day.
one with the orange dolphins. I can't remember what that one's called.
No, that's Big Fish and Begonia.
Yeah, but I think it
That's-
sounds similar. But I keep being told it doesn't sound like that.
Oh, it's this one. No, it doesn't sound like that.
Okay, but then I'm not musical, so. Oh, actually, that reminds me. Hopefully, Bob, your toe is okay after your operation.
Yeah. Sorry, these are my
Are you about to blow your nose?
No, it's about to fall out of my pocket.
Good. Right.
Anyways,
Okay. So, Spirited Away.
Yeah.
Very nice. I think that needs to be one of the ones you actually learn properly. I think it will sound very nice. Well, it sounds very nice now, but I think actually when you if you
I get what
actually
you
play
mean.
it properly, I think
Yeah.
it will sound a lot
I
nicer.
could try and play Emma's guitar piece and it might sound nice, but I have to learn it. You know.
I'm going to make you play the
On
piano.
the piano.
I want to make you play the guitar. Oh no, I've unplugged everything.
No,
So
no, I
you
meant
can't
on the
play.
piano, not on the guitar.
No,
It would be difficult for playing on the guitar because I don't play guitar.
you're not Emma's level on
Yeah.
guitar.
I can admit that because I don't learn the guitar.
I know.
If Emma
You can
started
be
playing
proud
the
of Emma
violin,
being
Emma
better
would-
than you at guitar.
Well, if Emma started playing the violin and got past grade 1, she'd be better than me on the violin because I don't know how to play violin.
You did learn violin for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I know. So if it,
You know
if,
my old head
if this was YouTube and it was simply violin, you'll be able to play whatever it is.
Simply violin.
Yes, just like
Anyways,
simply piano.
You know my headmaster in my old school thought I played violin until like year 7, and he because I remember when
Why?
when I went to Eton.
As in Mr. Graham.
Yeah, I remember when I went to Eton to I think with another guy to say, oh look, this is, I don't know if it's like to show, oh wow, maybe you should do scholarship. Say, oh, one of those days. So
Yeah.
it brought me in this other guy who was really good at viola and piano, and when he said, oh, which instruments do you play? He says like, oh yeah, I play piano to grade 8, clarinet to grade 6 at the time.
And was Mr. Graham going to get you to play violin
I don't think it was
for
going
your
to.
Eton scholarship?
I don't think he was going to get me to play violin, and he's like, oh, I do singing in grade 4, and he said, oh, you also do violin? I'm like, no, I don't do violin. I don't do violin. I played it for 2 weeks.
You may have,
Played it again.
You may have, yes, forgotten. Right. Anyway, yes, maybe I should get you to play violin. In fact, speaking of which, You need to do your saxophone thing. I've got your saxophone video almost done. You spent 2 weeks learning. In fact, 2 weeks learning guitar, saxophone. It'll be interesting when that gets posted. Right. Anyway, let's jump on to something else because people don't want to hear me talk to you. Thank You Next by Ariana Grande. That's quite a big switch from Spirited Away.
Listen. I should know it, but I shall listen anyway.
It's probably one of those where you've probably heard it on the radio.
No, I definitely would have heard it on the radio. It's
Yeah.
just I need to know it well enough. And also play the right piece. Don't want to be playing.
And apologies for those that hear me sniffing. I have a cold.
Why is it not going to let me play it? Oh, it's because it's the album. Here we go.
So again, Cole has his ear in to not get himself banned from YouTube. My laptop is doing silly things again, and we'll have to unplug and plug things in, and hopefully it won't break. For those that don't know, that's Cole's thinking face. Emma asks, when do you listen to the radio, Cole? Because you're usually on the piano or playing PlayStation.
Huh?
FIFA 23 is going to be out soon.
Yeah.
So your piano playing is going to take a dive whilst you play FIFA.
The amount of piano playing.
Yes.
I hope my...
Not your quality.
I hope my quality doesn't go down so that I don't deserve to be in the personal school. But, you know.
Yes.
Well, I hope I deserve to be.
But your FIFA 23 playing will go through the roof. Right, anyway. What are you doing?
Thank You Next, Ariana Grande.
Yes. Go.
Yeah.
I have no idea whether that was right or wrong. I'm pretty sure I must have heard of Ariana Grande songs as well, because I sometimes listen to radio, but not very often. I listen to Radio 5 Live and listen to the football. Right, okay, let's do a few more where you are not just listening.
Yeah, we do have to get back to school this week.
Yes.
Because I still have school and I'm still 15.
Still. How long?
I'm 16 in
Another
February.
4 months. 5 months.
4 and a bit.
Yeah. So
The bit matters when you're young.
yes, whereas for me it's quite a lot more. Right, let's go for one that you know. Asked earlier and I can't see. I've copied the request, but I didn't copy the names, unfortunately. Love of My Life.
Okay.
Well, it's not. You haven't played Queen today. That's unusual.
Love of My Life.
Yes. Have you forgotten how to play Queen?
No.
You have.
No, I'm deliberately modulating.
Oh, okay.
Actually, carry on.
Harry's asked, do you have a piano tutorial of this song? I think you do. It was
Love of
probably
My
the
Life.
very first one you did.
Yeah, it was the rubbish tutorial where we just kind of set it up quickly.
On the dining table.
Yeah, on the dining table.
I remember this was before we had any equipment, and we got your keyboard on the dining table, and I balanced the camera off the side table on the middle of the dining table with Mummy's 2 handbags off the back of it, hoping the camera would not fall over. And I think you were still wearing your pajamas at it. Maybe we need to do it properly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, Ari, it is on there. It's probably the very first one he's ever done. So I'm not sure how good it is. I'm sure it was very good, but I'm not sure how good the tutorial was. And that would have been my fault. Right, okay. Let's see. There was... Oh, Dom requested one. You probably need to listen to this, and once you listen to it, you may realise what it is. The lights are flickering.
I know, it does that all the time. I think I was recording, when I did I noticed it first when I did, a few months back, when I did that like a cappella kind of cover / mashup of the Genshin Impact songs, where it was like a minute-long segment for some random competition that I didn't win.
Clearly didn't get far in.
Yeah, but I think one of the recordings I was doing really well, and then I looked back at it and I saw the light had like flickered 20 seconds in, which was really annoying. And I think it did that like twice during my recording.
Well, it was doing it today a few times. I'm assuming it gets picked up on YouTube, but it may not do. Anyway, so Don Anson asked for Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy.
Listen to that.
Which may be one, again, it might be one of those you may have
Boogie Woogie
heard.
Bugle Boy.
But not realise what it is. I mean, with the amount of Boogie Woogie that...
Who's it by?
I have no idea.
Well, it's definitely not with Pentatonics. I don't know who's it exactly by. I mean, it probably is still the same concept. The Andrew Sisters, it seems. So let's play this one.
So again, apologies for the fact that Cole has to play in his ears. What is next piece you're working on for your next video? I'm not even sure what Cole's doing. Oh, actually, I do know. Cole was working on an ABBA piece. He's doing something for vocals, but he'll probably do it on piano as well.
Okay.
Do you recognise it?
No.
Oh,
it's
okay.
basically Boogie Woogie.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Something like that.
Cool. Right, let's do a couple more because, as you said, you've got to go back to school. And as Rob Schaffner II said, let's liven it up a bit. So I want some rock and roll mashups. That's the doorbell that hopefully someone else is going to get. And the dogs have gone nuts. Rock and roll mashups. Johnny B. Good, Hound Dog, Tutti Frutti, Jailhouse Rock. Stuff.
And Great Balls of Fire.
Great Balls of Fire, Chuck Berry. When I say Chuck Berry, what's that?
Johnny Be Good, you said that already.
Any other Chuck Berries?
Not that I know of.
Oh,
There are
right.
loads, but...
Okay, go for it. can't play like that and then finish. There you are.
Okay.
It has to fit. You have to kind of finish with a little bit more flourish. Then there you are.
Shall I try again?
Yeah.
Okay. So there you are.
That's better. It's like, oh yeah, I'll just do it. There you are. I
Yes.
just sounded like Sylvester Stallone then. My nose is blocked.
So-
No, very good. Are you warm now?
Yeah,
Yes.
I am.
Right. So, yes, it's more energy, which is good. You need to get back to school.
That is true. So I guess we'll have to get going. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Click the notification bell. Go check out Patreon, music notes, much, all that. But yeah,
All the fun stuff.
all the fun stuff.
Yeah. So back to school. You're halfway through the first term already. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, halfway through the first half.
Oh yeah, halfway through
So
the first half of the first term.
A quarter way through. A
Yeah,
12th
quarter.
of the way through year 11.
Yes. So cool. Right. So thank you everybody. Apologies for the weird audio. Loads of stuff had to be plugged in and unplugged. And I have a cold, as I keep saying. We will be back, or you will be back at least
In 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Hopefully.
As long as
Hopefully no antivirus.
no.
Hopefully no.
Well, I'm not
actual
touching
virus.
this laptop again.
Hopefully no coronavirus. You know.
Yes, and any viruses.
And to be honest, if we had coronavirus, I'd probably still do the live stream and just wouldn't go to school.
Well, assuming you're not ill, yes.
Yeah, well, luckily, neither of those are happening.
Well, let's hope not. But
And neither
yes,
of those
we
will happen. I will have a live stream in 2 weeks, and I will actually have the live stream. Please.
yes. Cool. So thank you everybody, and thank you for coming. Thanks to all the patrons. Thanks to all the regulars. Thanks to all the new people as well. And apologies if I've missed any of your requests, but I obviously can't. Right. Well, no, I've written them all down, but can't play them all. But fantastic. Thank you. And for those that have missed it, obviously you can rewatch it again later.
Yes, so thank you guys, and see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.
I'm going to just leave you waving
Oh, come on.
whilst it's kind of cut.
You should actually end the live stream for eventually.
I don't know how it ends. If I hit end, it will end, but I don't know how quickly it ends.